three charged objects lie on the corners of an isosceles right triangle with sides D as shown, and we're asked to calculate the x and y components of the electric field produced by the three charges at point P, which is the midpoint between the two negative charges. So if we choose our origin at the positive charge, with the positive x and y directions as shown, then a negative charge produces an electric field that points towards it, and the other negative charge produces an equal and opposite electric field. So because point P is at the midpoint between those charges, then these two electric fields cancel each other out. So the only electric field left is due to the positive charge and pointing radially outwards. So that's the net electric field. So if we take a radial vector from this charge to point P, then R is equal to d on 2 in the x direction plus d on 2 in the vertical direction. So because the x and y components are equal, then this angle is 45 degrees, and the unit vector pointing in the direction of the electric field is equal to r on its magnitude, which is cosine 45 degrees, or 1 on root 2 in the I direction, plus sine 45 degrees in the vertical direction. So now we can calculate the electric field as Coulomb's constant by the charge on the squared distance between the charge and point P. So that will be the squared magnitude of R, or d squared on 4 plus d squared on 4, which is d squared on 2. So we can write d squared and 2 in the numerator. And that's multiplied by r hat, being the unit vector in the direction of the electric field. So that will be 1 on root 2 in the I direction, plus 1 on root 2 in the j direction. And we can simplify this further. So 2 on root 2 is simply root 2. So we can write this as root 2 by kq on d squared by I hat plus j hat. So the components of the electric field in the x and y direction are the same and positive. And now note the charge configuration here before we go into part B. So in these figures, we have the grass seeds representing the electric field lines produced by the different configurations of the 3-point charges from part A, and which of those figures corresponds to the configuration of charges in part A of the problem. Well, remember that we had a positive charge in the lower corner and negative charges at the other corners of the isosceles triangle. So what we expect is the electric field from the positive to the negative charge to be connected. So the electric field lines will look something like this, and so on and so forth. So as we can see from this figure, the electric field lines between 1 and 2 are not connected, so that's the wrong answer. And figure 2 looks correct, because the electric field lines between 1 and 2 and 1 and 3 are connected. And figure 3 is not correct, because the electric field lines between 1 and 2 are not connected, and between 1 and 3 they're not connected in this figure. So the correct answer is figure 2.